Marina's Kitchen. Today I'm going to make a pear and date cake. More or less it's like a cake and a pudding because it's a lovely moist cake that you can have as a cake, or you can serve it as a pudding, but with some nice sauce through it. So what we've got here, first what I'm going to do is I've got a cup of dates and I'm going to put them in my food processor there, and it's got some ginger through it, which gives it a lovely flavour to it. I've got half a cup of crystallized ginger that I'm going to put through there, and I'm going to mix that around with, I'm going to add a teaspoon of BI-CARB soda, and I'm going to add then a cup and a half of hot water. First I'm going to mix this around a little bit so they can just sort of whiz it through, and then after I'm going to put the water through it. I'm just going to add a bit of water at a time. I'm just going to add a bit of water at a time. It gives it, that ginger gives it a lovely flavour. That's all I want, is just to blend it all together. That's all we need, and we're going to put that in my dish. Now, all we have here, I've got a cup and a half of plain flour. I'm going to add the rest of the hot water to this. Oh, what's wrong with this? I'm going to add the rest of the water to this date and ginger mixture. And I'm going to let that soak there for a while with that a teaspoon of BI-CARB soda through that. And I'm just going to leave that for a while until I get all the other ingredients ready. So just going to leave that soaking there with those dates and that ginger, and a cup and a half of hot water goes through that. I'm just going to leave that settle down for a while. Now, what I've done here, I've got a cup and a half of plain flour, and we're going to add 3/4 cup of brown sugar to that. 3/4 cup of nice brown sugar. Just mix it all around. Now I'm going to add this is going to have a teaspoon of ground ginger through it also. With that ginger was put through there, and I blended it through with the dates. And this is a teaspoon of ground ginger. It gives it a lovely flavour to it. And then we're going to have a teaspoon of baking powder through with that flour. So just put that all together. Now I'm going to add just about half a teaspoon of ground cinnamon. Just a sprinkle of it, just there, okay? Now I've got my vanilla in, I've got 2 eggs here. I've got 2 eggs, and I've also got 80 grams of melted butter. And you don't have to use your beater for this. Just mix it up with your spoon. Just put in your butter, put it through, and we've got 2 eggs. Just put everything together. Just mix it through. I've greased a 25-inch cake pan here with some oil and flour, and then I can open it up and slide the cake off it. And also now, to put on the top, we have to put some pears. So I have peeled about a couple of these nice brown pears, or you can use your other pears if you want them. If you don't, you can use the William pears or these brown ones. I've got 2 of them sliced up here. Just have to slice them up in nice big pieces. So we just put them around the cake. That's what I'm going to have. The look is going to be like that. Okay. So now I'm going to mix this all together, all that mixture. And now I've got to add my date to that. This is that nice date and ginger through it, which is beautiful. That ginger gives it a lovely flavour to it. You don't taste it, don't be put off with that because it's got the ginger through it. It's just really lovely. Just put it all through there. Put that, and that's been soaking with that hot water. And that's what makes it nice and moist. And that BI-CARB soda. So all we've got to do now is just whip it all together. Quite easy. Just hand mix it all together. And it takes about 35 to 40 minutes in the oven. At 180, I've got it on 180. And look, that's all. It's just a nice, beautiful, soft batter. That beautiful dates, brown sugar, the ginger. The ginger gives it a lovely flavour. And you can see the little pieces of ginger there, which they are beautiful. And you can use this as a cake or a pudding. Now, I have used it with poured some custard over it. You can have ice cream, cut a piece and put some ice cream in it. Or unless you can just have it the way it is. Now, that's all. Look, it's lovely and moist. It comes nice and moist. I'll show you after. Just put that like all together like that. We've got the 2 eggs. We've got 80 grams of melted butter. And I've got a teaspoon of baking powder in there and a cup and a half of plain flour. And that was, we had a cup of dates through there, and we had half a cup of that crystallized ginger, which gives a beautiful flavour to this. Now all we got to do is you just grease it and flour your cake pan. I've got this one that you can open up and slide the cake out of it. So all we do is just pour that all in there. I've got my oven on for 180. And this, look, 35 to 40 minutes. That's all it needs. And now I'm going to put all my pear all around it. Here I am. I'm just going to put that all there. All that, oh, lovely. It's lovely and moist. You can tell it's going to be a lovely moist. You can, as I said, you can use it as a cake or a pudding. Now, what you do is, I've got all my pear cut. I've got about 2 pears here cut, so I'm just going to place them all around the cake. Just, you can put as much as you want to. It just got to go right round. Just there's 2 pears here. I think that's enough. Yeah, it's plenty here. 2 pears are plenty. You can mix them up, put them a bit closer. I can fit in another piece in there. And I'm going to put a piece in the middle. And I'm going to whip in a little bit there. And we'll use it all up. There you go. Isn't that beautiful? Now that's going to go in the oven for 35 to 40 minutes. And look, I'll show you this piece now when we're going to cut it up. I'm going to give you a piece to try. Look, this is beautiful. It's so lovely and moist. I have made some custard to go on this. I like to pour some custard on it, or you can have some caramel sauce, or you can have ice cream on it. And look how lovely and moist it is. It's just so beautiful and moist. And look, this is what I'm going to have now. I'm going to pour my custard over that. And that I'm going to serve that with that bit of custard. And when the kids come over, they're going to have that and they're going to enjoy it. So with ice cream or custard or caramel sauce, whatever, or less, have it the way it is. It's beautiful. So look, it's just a lovely cake. It looks lovely. You can present it nice because it looks lovely with that pear on the top. And it's a lovely moist cake. It didn't take long to make, with the dates and the ginger, and put everything together, no meat mixing. So look, I hope you'll enjoy it. I'm sure that you'll enjoy it. It's something different. Give it a go. Okay, have a good day. Bye.